So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a background and blur out the background as well. So in your files that you got with this course, you will see there is an image called HUD scroll. So what we want to do is go to Learning, go to Mesh, Textures, and just drag in HUD scroll into that. So now that's loaded in, we want to go to our HUD. And so what we want to do is we want to obviously add, say, this scroll image that we've got. We want to add that into here, so it looks like it's part of the game, whatever this could be, a computer screen, or in this case we're using a scroll. So what we want to do is we want to add an overlay, drag that into our canvas panel. We then want to add an image, drag that into the overlay, and then we want to grab our vertical box and drag that into the overlay. We need to make sure that the vertical box is under the image, so we'll rename that to image scroll. And in our overlay, we'll set that to center. We'll set the position X and Y to 0. We'll set the size to, say, 800 by 600. And we'll set the alignment to 0.5, 0.5. So that makes sure that we are centered the screen. So we want to go to our vertical box and, nope, sorry, our image scroll, and we want to expand that fully to the left and right, and fully to the top and bottom. Now we want to add our image in. So if we go over to here again and type in scroll, we should get our HUD scroll. Yep, there we go. Now let's just see what that looks like, just make sure that's showing all right. So we go up to our scroll, there we go. It hides all right, excellent. So back to our HUD, we want to start aligning this up. So I don't think our scroll is going to be big enough, so let's just make this a little bit bigger. So we'll go to our overlay and we'll make this, say, 1,000, oh, not 100, 1,000. There we go, and we'll make it by 800. So as you can see, our text is now sat up at the top. We probably want to do padding. So what we'll do is we'll just 50. Nope, we want that to say 100. Nope, 120. Let's go for 150 then. So that's that. And what we also want to do is set that to fully left and right and top and bottom, so that there we go. So that's that. So we want to change obviously our text color. So we want to click on our text, on the color and opacity, and say we'll do that black. No, I've got the wrong one. What have I done? What have I done? That should be it. That's weird. There we go. Should drag down. So we'll set that to, say, a browny color, and then we'll go to our text and set that to, say, a lighter brown. No, a dark brown. There we go. Let's do that like that. So let's try that. So it rocks up. You can read a scroll. Yeah, finished. Now, what we might want to add is to blur out the background, to just give it a little bit more of effect that we are reading our scroll and our attention's on there. So we'll go back to our HUD. Go type in blur. Here we go. Drag that onto our canvas panel. Click on that. We want to size that fully to the left, fully to the right. So let's drag our so what we want to do is we want to obviously fill this across the screen. So we'll just drag it across. So we've set our anchor to the left, and we'll fully drag that over just outside the region. There we go. And then we need to set our blur strength. So as you see, that's really blurred. Great, it's what we want. But we want to reorder this because we don't want to blur everything out. So if we get our background blur, drag that just above button and close, there we go. So if we go back to our game, it's blurred everything out. But you don't want it that blurred, so we'll go to that and say we want to, you can see it's showing the grid slightly, so we want that like that. So play our game again, go to our scroll, and you can see it's slightly blurred out, perhaps not enough. Obviously this is really down to you. I'm not happy with that, so let's try 6. See if that works. There we go. So yeah, that's a bit more more like it. So what we're going to look at probably next is adding an animation, because what we wanted to do is when he walks up to it, is perhaps reach out to pick up the scroll and trigger an animation and then open it. So let's focus on that next.